Hello and welcome back to the Altair campaign. I'm Ninevin, your host and GM, and with me are Kathea and Soinnarrios.
Hello, this is Kathea.
And I'm Soinnarrios, and I'm ready to hopefully survive tonight.
Yeah, sure.
Ever the optimist.
I feel confident about your guys' chances, which should concern you as a
That's
rule.
not the best bellwether.
No, usually when I'm panicking, things are fine, and when I think things are fine, I'm about to die. So as the GM, I'm likely to kill everyone. Okay, so as a brief recap for my more forgetful players, you were doing your yearly duty with the elves. So you travel to the elves of the Stinking Wood and help them. They perform a ritual every year. It goes one season deeper every year. So this year's fire season, next year will be earth. And then you and several other human groups help defend it from the evil that responds to that. So their foes come and try to stop the ritual. This time, you had set up and were partially infiltrated by ogres before realizing what was going on and attacking them. Your quarter has held up fairly well. I mean, you're being pressed hard, but you feel like you're doing okay. You know that something next to you in the Marangor quarter, the Marangor and her baby Eastergore followers, they're not doing well. You don't really know what's going on, but they're struggling. The other quarter next to you, I believe, are the Orlanthi, and then they seem to be doing okay as far as you can tell. You don't have a great sense of what's going on. And then across
Orlanthi are the ones directly across.
Okay, across the camp from you were the
Orlanthi.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all the way across from you, and they seem to be doing okay as far as you can tell. You're not. It's hard to tell. The space between you is fairly large. There's a grove of trees in between you and them, and then a small clearing at the center of that. The Sundomers on your other side also appear to be doing okay. Not that you've had a lot of chances to check in on any of that. So you've been fighting a group of ogres. You've determined that they're ogres while fighting them. And
how many are there?
There were 7. There are currently 4, of whom one has a leg out and another one is injured, less severely. But when we left off, you had just kind of concluded that generally they seem like professionals. A professional group at this level of casualty would be withdrawing to regroup. They are not, and off in the distance you saw like harsh red glow appear in the woods.
Yeah,
like a deep red light.
That's concerning.
A little bit.
Unless it's somebody summoning a loon to help us.
Yes, to help you. Yes.
We're not anti-lunar here.
No, you're not.
Some of the groups might be, but not us.
So yeah, so that's kind of your immediate situation. To get on the strictly personal scenarios, you, Elindor, and Corum are kind of fighting 2 of these, I believe. One of them's down now. Thea, you are sort of in a situation where you're trying to decide, like, do I need to try to take one more shot at this ogre who's attacking me as they come over this half wall that we put up? Or do I need to go for my weapons, like my melee weapons? You're kind of on that crux. Merdina is not with you. She's over on the earth side doing something. So
but I saved her.
You did save her from her immediate problem. There are other problems in her context. So, but she's doing, you're not sure what, because you're busy. All right. So that's kind of the situation. Like, everything seems a little rough. Your situations are stressful, but not immediately fraught. Like, you're not being overrun. You are, seems like, winning your fight, but that could change. We've played enough RuneQuest, we know.
Quit cursing us with that.
One good die roll or bad die roll could really change things one way or the other. No, I'm cursing. I'm full on. We've talked about this before. I am an adversarial GM.
I'm going to roll double odds on my next attack, probably, and shoot myself in the foot.
That'd be cool. Or sad. Whatever. Depends on your position. Okay, so that's kind of the situation that you're in, though. Like, things are looking tense, but not unbreakable. There are problems to your right, where the Marangor and Baby Eastergore are, the Earth cultists. They're not immediately like done. You just feel like they're losing. A couple of the trees have been caught on fire and put out. At the Orlanthi camp, you've seen a tree caught on fire and put out. And just to describe the place you're defending, at its center, there is a stone stump. Looks like a petrified tree or a tree stump that's turned into stone. Next to it is a young tree that you saw last year as well. That is very tall for only being like a year old, and it has many different leaves and shapes on it. Surrounding it is a small grove. Like, there's a clearing, and then there's a small grove of trees of all different species planted around it, and then around that grove is a circle of large oak trees. that are real big, and then there's just the forest beyond that, like the woods.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
We have a shatter stick.
you do.
That's 1 yard long. Something about inner ring of trees.
Only in the inner ring, so they get past us.
Okay. Who has that?
You do, unless you gave it to someone, but you should have it.
Okay, I have it. Yep, I know Mardina's running around. It has an extinguish, and I think has a healing.
Yes, she has an extinguishing stick that does extinguishing things.
It's extinguished.
Yeah, it really each of you have an extinguished stick. It casts extinguish too.
Okay.
But like Mardina's kind of your, hey, you're not really doing a lot, so you might as well be the one who tries to put the trees out first. You know?
Actually, I have the. Do I have the healing stick, or does she?
Do
have
you?
There are 3 healing sticks.
It? Oh, okay, that's what 3 is.
No,
So I think I have one, and Mardina has one.
this is not correct. There is one
No?
stick.
Okay.
It has 3 charges of heal 6 in it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. So it fires
Think-
3 times.
I think unless we asked it back when she went traveling off, Mardina has it.
Okay. You did not. Just to be aware.
So
you did not request.
no, that's
it back.
fine. It was a heated battle. That's what happens.
Right.
Okay.
You have the shatter stick. You don't know what it does. You're not supposed to use
Okay.
it unless the foe enters the inner ring of trees. So that would be the fancy, like the mix of trees.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure before we got going.
Yep, no worries. So right now, yeah, Mardina and the healing stick are gone. They're off with the earth cultists. That might be useful. Like, that might not be a bad thing.
I trust Mardina to make good choices. I think,
To make smart choices.
given
I don't know.
time.
I feel like she makes nerdy
She's book
anime
smart.
protagonist choices. Like,
You're the one that runs her. You'd know.
well, she'll probably do fine. I believe in her.
You aren't selling me on it. All right.
But importantly, you don't know what she's
I'm
up to
ready.
'cause you're busy. Right. So to
Yeah.
zoom back in on your situation, you were fighting over the half wall.
Yes.
You were fighting three ogres who are still kind of up and fit, and 1 ogre who is hurt on the ground. And I need statements of intent from everybody.
Okay, so Soinnarrios, this is the time when we could do the RuneQuest breaking thing. I could put the bow down and go for the shield and spear so I could try to get skill checks in, but that doesn't seem in character.
It is
I
your
have one.
choice.
I have one. I was just making a joke. I think from the situation, she would keep her bow in hand and hope she could take this one out. I have a question for the GM before I make my statement,
Yes.
which is if I shoot, last time I shot and I hit the bottom of the thing and
Mhm.
didn't hit, so it ended up hitting this thing crawling over. I can shoot 2 arrows this round, I believe.
Yes.
But if I do that, the first will almost certainly go before it goes.
Mhm.
But I could delay an action, like in my statement, say, I will shoot as it's coming over, so hopefully I can not have to worry about that.
What? Oh, okay. You're trying to wait until they've got over the wall.
Basically, I don't want to take a 50-50 chance of shooting the wall.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Let me look around here a little bit. Yeah, I think you can do that. Yeah.
You know what I can do? I can just cast a spell and say I will shoot, which should probably go whenever its strike rank comes up to go over the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're okay with that. Okay.
Okay, so this ogre, yeah, you'll, okay, yeah, that works. So you'll just wait and then shoot, and then if you have enough SR left, you'll shoot again, basically.
I don't think I will have enough SR left. Unless I could shoot and then wait and hope I shot before it got to me, but I kind of hate to waste it while it climbs over the top.
Right, that's understandable. Okay, cool. All right, so you'll hold.
So I'm
and
gonna
shoot.
drop speed. I'm gonna drop speed dart on it and then shoot as it's coming over the wall.
Okay, makes sense.
And as I'm waiting, I'm gonna just shift so I'm closer to my spear and shield than it is. So if I have to, I can go to melee next round.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so it's you, Soinnarrios, you and your friend group.
I think since they are injured, I'm going to try to hit the one in front of Elendor.
Hit it hard.
I want to be more specific than just saying I want to hit one of the 2 in front of me.
Right,
We need
makes
to go
sense.
out and spend money and get you a nice big blade sharp after this, by the way. If you would like.
We could use some of our credit.
That's what I meant by money. Credit is money.
Okay, Elendor is gonna fight. Corum will fight. Mardina's gonna do Mardina things off in the distance.
Go, Mardina.
The
Be awesome.
ogres
Don't die.
declaring their
Man,
own
Mardina.
actions. So we'll pick up the first thing that's gonna happen in this round is that the ogre is gonna clear the. First, you'll try to cast your spell.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 17 for it.
So you'll cast Speed Dart. The next thing that happens is the ogre that's been trying to get to you is going to get over the wall, and then you'll shoot them. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. And if I do have time, I would shoot on the back end. I think I said that. I was guessing I'd run out, but you let me know.
Probably will, yeah.
I need 6 between, so they'd have to be over by 6.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 14 to hit.
Okay, so that's a special.
That would be an impale,
Yes.
which does double weapon damage.
Yes.
That's the kind of thing I needed. Switch D20s. Well, didn't matter if I waited for him to come over. Hit him at the 12, which is a gut or chest shot.
I don't have a character sheet in front of me. Sorry.
I do. Chest.
Chest shot. Okay, so you
Hoping
hit him
to
in the chest.
get him as they're coming over the top without the shield there.
Makes sense.
I do 12.
Total?
Yeah, that's doubled. That's already doubled.
Okay, so that's everything.
Well, hold it. 15, because I put speed dart.
Right.
I forgot to add that on.
Yeah, I was like, that's a bad roll. Okay, so you shoot the ogre in the chest real good.
That's good. That's what I was
So-
trying to do.
The arrow sinks deep. The fletching is actually at their chest. And you've
Cool.
certainly pierced like along probably some other important stuff. There's a lot of important things in that area, the
Oh,
ribcage
they're
area.
ogres. Who knows?
And then,
They probably just have chaotic stuffing inside.
so like as soon as they get shot, like they've come off the wall, they're starting to they start to pick themselves up to like move, and you shoot them, like, right? Like a fairly short range.
I'm pretty much point blank range shooting a speed darted arrow into
Yeah,
them.
we've all seen Fellowship of the Ring. We know what it looks like when someone gets
I was
perforated by.
just thinking of that.
So
And if
you're
they're
just
on
like,
their knee, guess what's coming next?
yeah, you're just like flat, right? So she's got a big arrow like spread out of her chest. She looks down at it, and then she starts to keel over because this is a lot of damage,
Good.
and you don't think anything's gonna happen there. She's having a bad time. Okay, cool. So that did take care of her. She's out of her fight, so she's doing poorly. Good for you.
That's good.
Okay, next up are basically the rest of the group. Soinnarrios, you're what, on 7? Strike rank 7, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm slow.
Yeah, you kind of are.
That's not that bad.
It's not. It's just slower than average for most of the people in the fight.
Yeah. I mean, I have a really high dex, and I would be 2 strike ranks ahead of you in like melee. But
Yeah, none of you are real big, which helps. None of you are wielding real big weapons, which helps. And most of you are not like super fast, just pretty fast. Okay.
what do I have to get to be super fast?
I don't know, like a dex spell. I mean, you're quick. You're faster than the rest. So here, we're gonna resolve some attacks though as we're going along. So that's kind of a trade. Plus parry back. Ooh, way to go. Sorry, I know this isn't like riveting TV exactly. So just bear with me.
Yeah, that's fine. According to the little size thing, I am about 5'4" to 5'5", and about 130 to 140 pounds.
So Elendor and the ogre there fighting trade an inconclusive series of blows back and forth. And while that's happening, you're squaring up to hit them as well. Soinnarrios. Corum like delivers an overhand strike to the ogre in front of him and just cleaves it like through the helm. He's like whack, right? And that guy just drops like a bag of potatoes or something setting appropriate.
That was your brother?
Yeah.
Good job.
He's rolling
He's
well.
been really worthwhile so far. No, let's just say he's very skilled.
Yeah. So that guy gets hit in the head, which means he doesn't get to make a divine intervention attempt, which is good. So of note, ogres mostly worship Cacodemon. Cacodemon's divine intervention can only do one thing.
And it's
Fourth the
bad.
Cacodemon.
It's real bad, yes. It summons
It's
the
really
Cacodemon.
bad.
So, which would be poor. It would be bad. Okay, so that sort of sequence. Martina does a Martina thing. Soinnarrios, you're up now.
I'm gonna swing my axe at the one in front of Elendor.
Okay.
A 23 hits under a 95.
Yes. Okay. So you hit.
Just remembering all my stuff.
Don't forget, we both have a plus 20 going for, I think it was 20 or for our primary weapon attacks.
Yep.
I believe.
That's what takes me to the 95.
Okay.
I only do 8.
To the
18? So that'd be a left arm.
okay, that's the shield arm.
Take
Yep.
that shield out.
The shield's not having a great time.
De-shield him.
It was a low roll for me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't fantastic. But yeah, so you hit them and you hit your opponent in the shield. And again, you've seen the shield get cracked before. You hit it and you feel more of it like weaken. Like you're taking a chop out of it. So like the front has this big bite in it. You're obviously damaging and weakening their shield, making it less useful. But you haven't, and they're just lucky you caught them on the shield arm. So otherwise, that would have been a debilitating blow, like pretty much anywhere.
I know.
Just for the record, with their no armor, really, like not much going on, that's a pretty bad wound. But luckily, shield arm.
You mean unluckily?
No, I said what I said.
Adversarial GM.
I have to
When you
take their
take the
position
side-
on things. I occupy their space.
Will you take the side of Calcadine worshippers?
Someone needs to. All right, so that's basically it for this round. Let's see here. I gotta make a quick die roll to make a decision. Oh no. All right, so at the top of the turn, everybody make for me, as you've kind of managed to do some damage to your immediate threat count has gone down again, right? So you have more awareness to spare for what's going on. Both of you make perception rolls to see how things are going. This would scan probably. So
Probably only a special, because I don't think I'm quite good enough to make that into a crit. I have 60%.
Fail.
cool. To be fair,
Roll
you are
before.
still in combat.
Yeah, you're in combat, and I'm keeping an eye up and around, so that
Yeah,
kind of
you are
fits. But
locked
sorry.
in a 3-on-1 combat now. So that poor ogre is probably having a bad time.
And I'm not firing into melee, by the way. I don't know what the rules in this are, but it seems like a bad idea.
It's usually a bad
They're
idea.
around page 200. So
All right, so what do I see out there? I got a special on it.
Right.
That
So
helps.
as you're standing there, you're like looking around a little bit. You've just put down your immediate threat. They're choking to death on their own blood, kind of near your feet there, a few feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You take a moment to like scan around. You can see where the Earth Cult is fighting. You see there are a lot of ogres over there, and most of them are wearing armor.
How many is a lot? But can I get a
You would
rough number?
think-
Are we talking?
like maybe now like 10 or so. There are a few on
So
the
they
ground.
have more numbers headed there.
Yeah, they pushed if you're like rough counting and kind of looking at how the battles played out, you think
Yep.
your immediate feeling is that they tried to infiltrate you and the Orlanthi because you looked easier. When that failed, they had reserves that were fully armored that they then threw at the hardest positions, hoping that their infiltrators would still manage to knock you over. Clearly they haven't on your side, but the Earth Cultists have been really pressed really hard. They've killed a few. While you're like looking, you see a handful of things happen. You see there are 2 more trees on fire over there. You see Mardina put one out. Good for her. She's contributing. You see an ogre get sucked into the ground, like down to about their shoulders, and then start screaming in terror.
Entombed.
Yeah, that's a normal thing that happens in fights against Earth Cultists. You see most keenly there are several ogres who've made it past the Earth Cult.
Okay.
And as they approach the outer line of trees, like where Mardina has been putting trees out, one of the trees that is there, you see it like move, right? So it starts to like lift itself
Yes.
up out of the ground, and it raises one massive branch and just ragdoll swats one of the ogres, and just like sends it flying or so feet away. So
I was hoping we had a war tree around somewhere.
you are the disposable line of defense.
I was thinking that. Cool.
You're the ablative section of the armor. They can hire more of you. Like the war trees are a more permanent emplacement.
So does it look like this war tree is going to handle the ones right up next to him? Probably.
It
It's
looks
already
like
melee
it's
with
going to
us.
try and fight the ones right in front of it.
Yep.
And they're big enough that the circle of oaks, their branches basically reach out far enough to touch each other, and it looks like they're literally like a living wall. They're unlikely to move very much. So that's going on over there.
Cool.
You see that sort of stuff happening. On the other side of you, your focus is more there. You feel like the Yamelians got a similar treatment, but they're just doing better. You're not sure why.
They-
Like they seem they're holding a line better. Maybe would be.
They shield walled up all
Yep.
5 of them or whatever.
Yeah, they made a
Plus
little
they have a
5-man
rune
shield
lord.
wall, held their territory, and aren't being overran like the way that the Earth Cultists did. The Earth Cultists look like they're like fighting
Yep.
back fairly fiercely. Like they just got people got
Yep.
past them. And that's not something that's happened over at the Elmelian side. You're really not able to see what's happening on the Orland side of things. So that's kind of what's going on. The other thing you notice is that big bright glow, that like the red, blood red, ruby red, whatever you want to say. It's not fire. Glow is moving towards you. It's getting brighter. And it does seem to be not, as you're looking at it, you're feeling like it's not like the glow is intensifying or like someone's pointing a lantern at you. It's like the glow is moving towards you.
It's a magical thing of some sort.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So that's kind of what's going on.
Exciting.
You can briefly, if you have anything you need someone to do at your camp, you can yell at them to do it in conjunction with any of this. Most of them are tied up in combat. And other than that, you can pick your actions as you please.
How both Elendor's injured, right?
A bit, yes, but not badly. Soinnarrios
And
healed
neither
them.
Quorum or Soinnarrios are injured, right?
Or who healed them? I'm sorry. Was Soinnarrios? That was you, right? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, I did. I put a heal
Okay.
3 on them.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you healed Elendor,
So-
so they are only a little bit hurt. Quorum's basically fine. Quorum has spent some magic points, but he's not injured at all.
Okay. I hope meta discussion, because I would feel like giving our situations here, Kathea would take over and shout out orders, but I don't want to do that to a player. I was going to suggest that you and Quorum finish this off and watch the red, and that maybe Elendor and I go to help the Earth Cultists. Or are we close enough? Can I help them from right here? They're in range, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in range more or less. You might need to move some, but you can.
I can move
around a bit.
I can move up. Can I move up steadily, taking my 2 shots in my round?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think I should leave Elendor with you? Let the 3 of you watch the red thing coming in and finish this off?
I don't know.
The reason I thought is Elendor has ranged weapons too, so I think probably javelins and not bow, but I don't know that.
Javelins, yeah.
Actually, should probably take your brother. He's got a bow.
He's a javelin as well.
I think you guys should just stand here, finish the one off, and then watch whatever's coming in.
All right.
I'm not going to go that far. All I'm going to do is move to get an opening where I can aid them by firing into. Let me phrase that. Firing into ones that are not directly in melee with Earth Cultists. I will speed dart my first and fire 2 at the same ogre. Probably the one closest to me. That's as long as it's not immediately in combat. Or if one is a threat to Mardina, I will shoot at it first.
That makes sense.
Okay, clear enough statement for you?
Yeah, you're gonna move that way. Shoot at someone not engaged, preferably someone.
Yep, 2
engaged.
arrows.
Right, getting towards Mardina.
Yep. Well, actually, if Mardina seems safe, I'll try to do whoever I can to help the Earth Cultists the most. I will save Mardina. I will, for family loyalty reasons, I will save Mardina first if she's directly threatened, like last time. And my only shout out then would to warn Soinnarrios about the red thing coming in and want to watch it, and just note I'm aiding the Earth Cultists, so she's aware.
Okay.
Right, it makes sense.
I hear you.
Yep.
On a free action.
I'm doing that as I'm knocking an arrow and casting a spell. Multitasking.
Woo.
This ended up being quite the epic battle.
It's getting pretty big. It's getting a little crazy. Okay, so
And Soinnarrios
Kathea, that was you. So
one.
Soinnarrios.
She'll try to smack or smite the one in front of her in the group, and then if it's dead, maybe dispatch one beforehand. But then if I'm able to, keep an eye on the glowy thing.
Right, makes sense. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I thought I had everything opened and I'm missing one thing. So I'm like, oh no, hunting through it and listening at the same time. Okay, here we go. Okay, makes sense. All right, everybody else is doing pretty much things that make sense and are easy to guess at. Mardina's doing Mardina things off of the distance, which is really just putting out a tree. She's like, the tree next to me, that's on fire. I'd like it to stop being on fire. She knows what's up. All right, everybody else is just gonna do what they do. Okay. So, Kathir, you're spellcasting, right?
Yes. So
Okay, so that's gonna come first. Yeah.
I already rolled it and took my point off.
Okay, cool.
It went off. So my spell, my I will shoot at 2 and 8.
Okay, makes sense. So that happens. You'll be able to shoot kind of as you turn your focus and start to like walk forward. You're like, okay, here we go. There are several
Unless
ogres scattered about.
Okay.
Mardina is not in any particular danger at the moment. The ogres that have got past the line are engaging the war tree that's on the move.
War tree go.
Yeah.
That's on our side.
So you'll be able to just pick a target. But what I'm saying is there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing
immediate
stands out
jumping
for
out.
one versus the other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so should I go ahead and shoot? Okay, so here
You have some advantages here, like they're not aware of you.
Yep. I roll a 39 in the first one, which is just going to be a normal hit.
Okay.
Hits in the 11. Hey, got shot. The only question is if I can penetrate armor.
That is a good question.
I do 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage? Okay. I can do this. I'm not going to go insane looking at 3 different books. I can handle this.
What kind of armor do they have on?
That's what I'm looking
Can I
for.
tell?
It's armor. It's the good stuff, right? It is, in fact, it's written
Can
down.
loot them afterwards.
Their armor is pretty good. They're not in your quarter. They're wearing bronze.
Ooh.
So you did how much damage?
Okay. 9.
9.
To the gut.
He feels it. You see him, like, you shoot him. There's an arrow that hit him. You see it bounce, but it looks like it hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, he winces and puts a hand to his side.
A point or two.
Yeah, a point.
I have a hard time doing that. Oh well. All right. Do you want my second roll now?
No, that'll happen later.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that happened. And then we have to go through a little sequence of stuff that's going on. So a few things are happening here. First thing that happens, there is an ogre on the ground. He is trying to cast a spell. We're cheering for him. No, he doesn't. Okay. He fails. He tries. He has a hand. He presses his hand to his leg, his horribly rent open leg, and like you see a little glimmer of gross looking magic, and then nothing happens. And he's like, damn it. So he's trying.
Good for him.
So that didn't work. Yeah, we're really proud of him. Next up are a series of NPC attacks and parries and stuff. See how it goes. You guys might not have too much to do here. Okay. So this time, Elindor returns the shot that they were given. They hit the ogre in front of them on the left leg pretty hard. You hear a bone break from the impact, and that ogre goes down. Cool. That's exciting. All right. So Corum immediately starts harrying that ogre, who just kind of like raises his shield and what do we say they had? Some sort of sword up and just punches to prevent from getting killed. And that's kind of where that fight's going. Then, so they're not going to accomplish much on the ground. Mardina doesn't have any trees to put out. Mardina, what are you doing? Where is your nerdy anime brain taking you next? I know, she's doing that. So Mardina hairs off into the woods. Whee! Nah, she's fine. Don't worry about her. All right, so you don't know what she's doing. You lose track of her, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Next up, I need to consult one thing real quick. When does the first part of this happen? Not yet. Okay, go ahead and go. Soinnarrios, you're up.
The one in front of me is down.
Yeah, they're both the ogres that are in front of you are alive, but down. They both have disabled legs, so they're no longer able to support their weight. The one you haven't been attacking, so he's been like trying to heal himself. The other one, Corum, is attacking, so he just has like his shield and blade up, kind of like hunched over him to kind of absorb blows. Yeah, so you have some options here. You can try to kill one or one of them. Like,
wouldn't it be the one that you declared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the initial one's the one that's putting sword and shield up.
Yeah. Plus the one I shot earlier is still alive, I believe.
We are getting there.
I'm just letting you know.
10 to the 6, which is a left leg.
Okay. So that hurts. He screams. The good news is
that the one that's already broken?
Yeah. So you like chop him in his already badly damaged leg. He is just gonna like the amount of injury he's taken in short order is gonna cause him to pass out. So he's basically hurt badly.
Passes out, he can't try to divine intervention.
Okay, cool. So that happens. Good job. You knocked that one out. That's good. You've done a good thing. I'm proud of you. I'll scratch that ogre off the list. Cool. Then, Kathea, you have your second shot.
Okay, here it goes. My guess is a normal hit's probably not going to hit. I rolled an 87, which is a hit.
Okay.
I'm going to do 6 points of damage to the abdomen. That one probably bounces.
They're not as heavily armored there because of its, it's general abdomen like nature. So they only have 3 armor there. So you do 3 points through.
Wow. That means my first one put quite a few through.
No, they have. Oh, sorry. No, you don't. Excuse me. Thank you for correcting me. I forgot that they have cast protect too. That changes things a little.
So one
Right.
went through.
Yes. Sorry. You're right, though.
That's all right. Took 5 total. That would probably drop a human, but they're ogres.
There we go. Okay, cool. So that happens. You shoot him again. You shoot him like in the leg, the upper leg that time. And so he's not having a great time. It's just that, once you get into heavy infantry, arrows just struggle. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
You can kind of harry them and harass them, but it's hard. You have to be careful, right? Because if you get a special or something, you can't just kill them. So that it is something they have to pay attention to, but they can kind of shrug off a lot of normal shots at the same time. Okay, so then late in the round, a couple of things are going to happen. Okay, first up is the red glow that's been approaching you gets closer, and then eventually, like, you're standing inside of a red glow. This will be true of the 3 of you who are together because you're standing close to each other. It's also true of the ogre on the ground who's still up. He's been trying to heal himself.
That might help him.
Okay. The first thing that happens is I need you roll Soinnarrios, roll your power. You'll be fine. Or not.
Wait, don't?
You'll be
No,
fine.
go and roll
I
it.
think is it.
You'll be fine or not, but go and roll it.
29?
Okay, what's your current power?
11?
Okay, cool. So the
12.
way this will work is that you get to resist that. Good job. All right. You feel this light of this red light covering you. You feel it like its power or its soul or its spirit or whatever touches yours, and you push it away like immediately. You're like, no, like I don't, whatever that is, I do not want it. And so you just like shove it away. Everybody else does okay. Oh no, except for our poor ogre. He failed badly. That's unfortunate. Like at least you get to
They
see what
shelled
happens.
their own position.
Right? You get to see what happens. Okay. So like the ogre at your feet, who like he sees the light coming. Once he realizes what's happening, he tries to crawl away. He can't. You see him like his eyes widen, like the pupils of his eyes dilate, like huge, like black, and then his whole body just stiffens like a plank or a board, and then he just falls over. He just drops. Like he's on the ground already, but he just like face down, like no movement. So that happens. The rest of you manage to ignore that, and luckily, since none of you are englobed completely by the light, you don't lose any magic points at the end of this round. Good job.
Step away from the light.
It's true. Actually, I take that back. How big are you? It's a rude question. What's your size?
10.
10. Okay. We're 10. Okay, so 2 of you, being Soinnarrios and Horum, are completely englobed. I forgot that loons get bigger on full moon day, and it's full moon day, which is why you're able to shoot into the darkness and stuff. So you get whacked by a big loon. So at the end of this round, which is happening now, Soinnarrios, you will lose 1 magic point from the like mystical red light that's engulfing you, and so will Horum. Horum's getting low.
The good thing is they don't have any armor. The bad thing is I think you need magic to damage them.
Nope. They can be struck in combat with
Yeah.
ordinary weapons.
Okay.
You don't kill it, it just dissolves back into the spirit realm.
I mean, I don't think we really care about killing it anyway. It's just getting rid of it.
Right. But yeah, that's what I'm just saying. You can hit them with normal weapons. Cool. Okay, so your little group is engulfed by a loon. Kathea, you're marching over towards the Earth Quarter. You
have to tell
lost
me
track
if
of
I'm even
Regina for the
aware of
moment.
loon.
And hey, look, no one's dead. It's almost 9. We've played for almost an hour, and I haven't killed anybody.
Yet.
Yeah, and your whole original group of ogres are gone, so that's probably the end of the fight for you, right?
Nope. I'm gonna help these Earth cultists. I like them.
Right.
Also take the loon out.
Cool. Okay. So next
And
round
finish
starts.
the ogres.
We have people surrounded by a loon. We've got ogres down on the ground. We've got all sorts of weird stuff happening over at the Earth camp. Let's do statements of intent.
I hit the one.
Mhm.
I assume it slowed down and looking around for me. I don't know if it can see me if I'm in the darkness or not. Is there another one somewhere
It's
around
full
that hasn't
moon.
noticed me?
It's full moon. You've shot him twice, so he's got a sense of what's going on. You're always away
Is
still.
there another one? Is there another one near him that I could shoot that hasn't been aware of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
For
going to
sure.
do that and hopefully not
Okay.
have any defenses. So since I'm going to be delayed this round,
Mhm.
and I'm going to try to see if I get more damage out of a fire arrow. I'm not going to go for my last shooting star yet.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to cast a fire arrow. So that will take me 2. I'll end up shooting, because I have to knock an arrow.
Yes.
I'll end up shooting on 8.
Okay. Okay.
I would also note while I've been moving to see them, I have been kind of trying, if there's trees, branches, and stuff available to keep me a little obscured from their view, I will. I know I said that after the fact, though, so you can decide what.
No, I get you. There's only so much you can do if you're making a good pace.
Yep.
Keeping lines of shots open.
No.
Like, and shooting and casting.
Yep.
Like, so
No,
you're like
so
trying to be a little
that
sneaky,
is
but
that.
yeah.
That's tertiary. That's tertiary. I'm just
Right.
mostly saying I'm not walking right out in the middle of the metal.
Mhm. Right. No, I get you.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good. Scenarios.
I'm gonna strike the magic sucking spirit.
Oh.
that I know is a loon, but
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think Soinnarrios does.
You know
You
what?
might. I don't see.
You might. We
mean,
we would know of their existence.
The Lunars can summon elemental moonlight isn't a secret. It's maybe the first time
Yeah.
you've seen one.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna smack it with my axe and then heroically scamper out of its glow, hopefully,
Okay, makes sense.
if that's possible.
Heroically charge to the rear.
And then kind of tell the other two to scatter so that way we're not all running to the same place.
Okay, so a few things will happen here. Yeah, you can do that, hopefully. Its madness effect takes place on the SR of contact. Since it is covering you, that will happen on SR1. So
Okay.
it will check to see if you go crazy. If you don't, you'll be able to run away. So that's cool.
None of the lightweight modern D&D stuff where one saving throw saves you forever from it.
No, it just keeps attacking. It's doing its best. Its best. The magic drain doesn't happen until SR striking 12. So if you run away from it, you'll be able to get out of that. And if you keep running away from it, you'll be able to stay out of its, touch. It is kind of it's funny because this is actually one of the problems that Kathea would actually be pretty good at solving because she could just shoot it.
Sorry, I don't think the way I'm reading my character, I'm not actually aware of it. Plus, I don't want to shoot into melee while you're in there.
Right. The upshot is that it's not very tough, I don't think.
But if you yell at me, I'll turn around and shoot it.
Okay, so you're gonna attack the loon and then back away, basically.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Are you gonna tell your followers to spread out, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like scatter or spread.
Mhm.
Like, don't follow me or each other.
Right. Makes sense. Cool. Okay, so you'll do that. They'll do their things. Martina's doing a Martina thing out in the trees. Good job, Martina. We're so proud of you. There are no
She hasn't
ogres.
cut herself yet.
The loon is just doing what loons
She's still,
do. Martina is useful in fights as long as she doesn't have to fight.
I would say she's held her own just fine with the kind of things we need her to do.
True. Okay, cool. So let's get moving on that. Dia, you'll start by casting a spell.
I did roll for it and subtract my magic points already.
Okay. And then Soinnarrios, you need to see how you do.
I assume a 99 is not good.
For you, no, it's not good.
Depending on the madness, I may scream or die.
You're okay. You won't die. It's not big enough to kill. So here's what happens. Okay. Two things happen. One, Corum goes down, just like the ogre did. He goes, that, and just falls over. You, however, have a special thing going on. You see all this red moonlight. It's the full moon out. Right? And as you're seeing red from the light, you also just start seeing red.
Oh no.
Okay. So here's what happens to you. You behave as if you had the spirit spell of fanaticism cast on you. So you increase your attacks by 50% and you decrease your parries by half. So you would half again, not 50% raw, but you half again your attacks and half your parry. And then you will attack the nearest person to you. In this case, that's Elendor. Elendor passed. So Elendor's fine. So no, Elendor does the smart thing right? As soon as they pass, they scatter, so they just run away. That was Elendor's plan from the beginning, was I will leave this loon, and then once I get some distance, I will throw javelins at it. Smart, intelligent, useful design philosophy for combat. So they pass their check. They do not go crazy at all, and they just run away. Soinnarrios, you give chase. It's how it goes sometimes. Don't worry about it. So loons are no joke. They are serious business. Right now, Elendor will be able to keep out of arm's reach of you. Next round, they will cast mobility and then get away from you. So you're chasing. Like nearest person, attack, kill, rend. It's like being a Marangor all over again. So that happens. So everything else you were gonna do, doesn't happen. The good news is I'll just close you so that you know. The failed result is just catatonic. So nobody's dead. They're just paralyzed. You had what would have been a special failure. So no, fumble's worse.
Yep.
So that's how that works. So you're just raged. If you had fumbled, like rolled 100, you would have lost like permanent intelligence.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So it could have been worse.
Which can be
For me.
fixed. You have credit that can heal your mind. Restore attribute is a spell that Shalana already know. So
Demoralize, ironically, is one of the spells I was thinking about getting when we get back.
that would be helpful.
Yeah, but I don't have it right now, so
Yep.
it's not.
Yep. It's tough.
Not
out
helpful.
there. Tough out
Plus,
there.
I'm not sure I can overcome my cousin's resistance.
So we know what they're doing. One other big thing happens. Kathea, make a dex roll for me, like against your dex.
Oh,
How'd it go?
I rolled a 95.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
What?
We're all just having a tough
Yeah,
time today.
I have a high dex, but not that high.
True.
I got 17 dex.
In the wrong section.
And now we die.
No, you're fine. You're not dead. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just need a moment here.
That's
I'm
all
really
right.
good at this.
I would say if I had good bonuses, a 95 is high enough. I don't auto-fail with it. I'm 6.
Is it your dex times 5?
No, because my dex times 5 would be what? Actually, hold it. What's 17 times 5? No, 17 times 5 is 85.
Okay, cool. So
I should
your
be able to do that. 19.
right.
Never
Your
mind.
immediate what happens to you is the area that you were in starts to shake.
Yeah.
Like the whole damn place. Soinnarrios, you are no longer sensible
Okay.
to the world as it is, so you don't feel any of this, and you're too far away from its area of effect to have to roll. But you would feel it if you weren't currently chasing your clanmate around from foaming at the mouth. But the earth starts to shake, like pretty bad. Kathea, you lose your feet, so does pretty much everybody else around. And this is going to continue for a while.
Hoping that somebody on our side that decide to pull out a big earth spell.
Yeah, like a Marangor priestess.
Yep.
She's like, enough of this nonsense. Just like, things aren't going well? Fine. We'll just knock everyone down and let the gnomes eat them, which is kind of what happens. So that area is locked down pretty hard. There's some other stuff that happens here. Not all of it is stuff like... So, Kathea, you're going to be able to find your feet eventually. And kind of scurry off. It's going to take some doing. You're probably going to fall over a couple of times while you're trying to get out of the area, if you are.
I want to check. This happened before I fired my arrow.
It happened on SR1. You cast your spell. Everybody went crazy.
What?
The earth started to shake.
If that was
Yes.
that was SR1, my spell wouldn't have gone off to SR2 because I'm doing fire arrow.
Okay, sorry, you're right. Okay, so you wouldn't have cast your spell.
Okay. Because my
Probably.
follow-up was what
Right.
happens to the fire arrow I had here.
Okay, so since it is a 2-point spell, you're right. It wouldn't have gone off to SR2, so you don't have to worry about that. You have the magic points.
I lose my...
No, you didn't try
Did
to
I
cast
lose
it.
my magic points?
You would have got knocked down
Okay.
before you could cast it, essentially. So
That's
you would keep those. Yeah.
That's better. I was kind of afraid that maybe it blew up at my feet.
No, a fire arrow just stays on fire until you loose it or it consumes itself. It doesn't.
I'm gonna have a hard time shooting right now, though.
Yeah, no one's having a very good time. She's basically like, nope, we're done. Like the earth starts to shake. You hear somewhere in this area, you hear a woman just screaming in fury. And you're pretty sure everything's going to shit on this quarter. Cool. So that happens this round. Lots of things change for people this round. So let's zoom out a little bit from our round to round stuff. Your guys' section is okay. You repelled the initial assault. You did not deal well with the loon, but there aren't more ogres coming either. The Earth Quarter basically turns into like a hell zone for a few minutes where it's just shaking. People are falling down. It's hard to keep your feet. There's a lot of magic pumped into this. So like all of your rolls are pretty bad, like for combat and stuff. They're taking a big penalty. And what's happening is pretty much that the Earth Cultists are doing what they can with magic, and you just see gnomes slowly drifting around and eating people on the ground. Like, that's really what's happening. It's horrifying. The ground is shaking. People are just disappearing into it as it rolls and folds on itself. And it's not fun. It's pretty horrifying. So that's...
I have something I'd like to do
Yes.
during
Good.
this. If I can fire from my knees, I
Mhm.
would now shoot at the loon. Now I'm aware of it and see if we can take it out.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
If I'm allowed to do that.
Yes, you have some time, and like I said, you're aware it's there. It's kind of just covering the area and moving about, but it can't really keep smacking people once they're... It can drain magic from them. But that's all it can really do outside of driving you crazy, once you fail. But yeah, so you can shoot it.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything to deal with Soinnarrios other than shoot her in
It's
the
hard
back,
to.
which seems-
You're
It's hard to.
yeah, it'll go on for
But
quite a
as
while.
a character, but she is a player character. However, I think Kathea is as close to Elendor as to Soinnarrios.
Probably. Well, Elendor is faster. Elendor knows mobility. Elendor can outrun Soinnarrios.
Then I'll trust that. I'm hearing yakety sax in the background.
It's like that, but sadder. More like, oh god, like not pathetic, but oh, this is unfortunate. Like...
So during this time, I would like
Yes.
to catch Elendor. Is what I want to do. Apparently,
That's your goal. So you're
Yes.
attacking the nearest thing. The nearest thing is Elendor. Elendor is faster than you, so you're kind of just chasing them. This will go
With a
on
mobility
for...
spell.
What's your power?
11.
11. Okay. So this is going to go on for 19 minutes.
I'm gonna drop from exhaustion first.
You're going to be very tired. When it wears off, when the red clears from your vision and you like come back to yourself, you are deeply tired, like exhausted mentally and physically, like a big adrenaline crash, basically.
Ugh.
Loons, man. Kathea, you'll be able to kill this loon. It doesn't have any armor.
Okay.
It can't defend itself. It has quite a few hit points, but not enough. Like, it's like, will it be 3
will
arrows or
probably-
4?
I will-
Like...
Well, and I'm not sure she would be. If I need to keep track, I'd be dropping speed darts on arrows.
Right,
'Cause I'm
yeah.
not
That
sure
would
if I
help
need 'em
too,
to
like
hit
speed it up
damage.
quite a bit. So I wouldn't worry
I'm
too
gonna
much about
assume
that.
I'm gonna do it just to track it, so we know where my magic point. I'm still full magic points. I mean, I've used them up, but they're in a crystal. Cool. So otherwise, I'm sitting there rocking and rolling. How long does this earth shaking go on?
Quite a while. It's a divine spell, so as long as the divine spell goes.
And does it? So does this end the ogre threat between that divine spell and the tree of complete and total destruction?
Yeah, more or less. They still up their quarter between turning the earth into a hungry landscape of devouring madness and a giant tree beating people to death. Like, yes, they locked down their quarter. Your quarter is
Good
cleared.
job.
The other 2 quarters managed, you
Yay.
think, to deal with their problems more or less. So nothing too bad happens. Like, you do kind of... Whatever was out there that summoned the loon is gone. The ogres that were fighting the Yamelians retreat. They're not all dead by any means. So they pull back and retreat.
We could track them.
You could, yes. That's what you wanted to do.
I'm not going to right now, but it would be an option.
Yes. So eventually everything will start to calm down a little bit. You'll realize you're no longer under attack. Soinnarrios, you'll stop going crazy. Some of your other people who are catatonic will come out of that. You'll probably have to kill that one ogre.
Yeah, we'll kill the ogres.
Nice. So that'll happen. And then you kind of have, you think, won the day. Hooray. It was close. And you never see Mardina again. No, that's not true.
Oh no, not cool.
I feel responsible. I mean, I guess
should.
I am.
Yep, you are.
No. Mardina is fine. After things calm down, Mardina emerges. She is a little bedraggled. She has apparently, in the course of her night, put out several trees that are on fire, stabbed an ogre, the one that you shot. She
Good for
finished
her.
killing it. She finished it off. So, and then she cast a couple of healing spells as well. So she's been about doing stuff, but good for her.
Did the Orlanthe do okay on the other side?
Yeah, they did pretty well, you think. Once you kind of like get a chance to talk a little in the morning, probably, they did fine. They lost a member. One of their warriors died, but they held their territory. A couple of the trees got caught on fire, but they put them out before they were badly damaged. They did okay. They realized what was going on early, so their initial defenses weren't really breached. Yeah, they warned you. So
I will thank them too.
Cool. Makes sense. Okay, so now the next day, you guys have a bunch of ogres to loot. Unfortunately for you, your ogres weren't armored. So they have helms.
They leave armor out in the forest or something.
Not that you know, but I do have some rolling to do for you.
Okay.
So we'll assign immediate loot as you strip their corpses. Sorry, I gotta
big money.
Well, I mean, honestly, we're pretty darn rich right now. I realize it's mostly credit, but
it's that sort of society. Money comes before coinage, historically. Having like a monetary policy, coins come to represent abstract units that are already in use. So, like, yeah, like you deal in credit a lot, but your coin is a nominal notion of credit.
I was just meaning that as a group, I think we're already actually pretty rich.
No, you're completely correct. Okay, so between the 7 bodies, these are, like I said, when you met them, they appeared to be people who had some like lunar looking gear at times. Not necessarily lunars, just people who have a part of that Polarian culture. They're carrying between like coppers, wheels, bogs, and a lot of silver, about 373 lunars worth of coinage. Which is quite a bit. It's 50-ish a piece.
Yeah.
Not nothing.
Coinage, actually.
The guy that you talked to, the one who actually like talked to you and that you cut down pretty early in the fighting, he has he had, probably a better way of putting it, 2 armbands that were fairly fancy that you take. Mardina will evaluate them for you to determine what their worth is. She will not charge you for this valuable service.
Yeah, she better not. Next time I'll leave her to the mercy. She owes me her life.
Okay. She thinks that they're worth about 50. Is that the right number? About 50 lunars each. So those 2 bands would be worth 50 lunars each. Okay. You have their helmets. You have their copuses. You might be able to sell those for something.
We have 7 helms, 7 copuses.
6 helms, really. Quorum split one pretty badly.
Well, we have copper or bronze.
Yeah, it's scrap bronze.
Okay.
That's cool. Otherwise, you get like the... We're going to kind of cover the loot and then we'll handle the rest of the rewards. So, like, you get the promised fee of like 20 lunars each that you are usually were paid out last time as well.
Okay.
So that's just from being good mercenaries, basically.
So it's
good for you.
That's really just 100 lunars total that was split.
Yes. And then lastly,
so
the last big thing that happens is that after that morning, so you guys are like, you spend some of the evening like casting heals, checking in with the other groups, gathering up the dead, and like stripping them for loot, essentially, as one does. That morning, you like Pinikir and several of the other elves approach you, and like they gather you guys together, all together, and praise you for defending the trees, defending the forest, helping them combat their foes. So they tell you that the ritual succeeded again, which is great. The tree in the middle is much bigger than it was like a night ago. Like, it's like quintupled in volume. And at its size, even though you're not able to approach it, you're let into the outer ring of trees, so you can go past the oaks this time, but not actually into the clearing. You can see from here without really needing to look. It has all sorts of different leaves. Like, it's not just an oak tree or a sycamore tree or an elm or an aspen. Like, it has leaves from all the trees that are around, like including pines, like needles and things. Yeah, it's neat. It's a nice tree. So while you're in the grove, this outer grove, like around the clearing. The elves offer that if you so choose, for your service and as a recognition of your friendship, you may become children of the forest, which are lay members of the Aldrei cult.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I want to
Yes,
make
please.
one note here. This is
Okay.
the only thing. Aldryan lay members and initiates cannot know the ignite spell. Now,
That does bring up a good question. Can I keep my other fire spells?
yes, they
Or is that too
specifically only
much?
call out the ignite spell as not being able to learn.
Will they give me something to replace it with?
Yes. The flip side of this is that all lay members and initiates of the Aldryan cult are taught food song.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's an upgrade. It's just what it is.
What does Food Song do?
Food song lets you. It's basically
Look it up.
it serves two purposes. It ripens a piece of fruit or vegetable so that you can eat it, and if doing that would kill the plant, so like if you were picking an apple or something, it would act as peaceful cut as well automatically. So it would basically send on a spirit to the little plant.
That's not actually terrible.
No, it's pretty cool. I mean, you could like take like, for instance, you could grab a bunch of wild barley or something and make it ripen, so that the
Okay.
seeds were full. Like, so it has uses, but it's not something you're going to use a lot. It's something you would use more if you like lived in the forest and were like making little berries ripen and stuff, so that you had things to eat. But it is a spell that you have. Otherwise, as lay members of the Aldrei cult, you have better access to elves in general. You can seek training with them. They offer free training in climb, Aldrei cult lore, hide, listen, move quietly, and plant lore.
Okay, can you list those again?
Yes. Climb,
Okay.
cult lore, Aldrei, so elven cult lore. Hide, listen, move quietly, and plant lore. Cool. So everyone who chooses to do this goes through a little ritual, right? So you're in the grove, Pinnacle and the elves, the naiad that are here kind of oversee it, where they like sing songs to the forest, and you guys like basically make a little pledge to like Aldrei is pretty neat. So you're not initiating, you're just lay members. So that's pretty cool.
Are you am I the only one doing that?
I am not. I am not giving up Ignite.
You're like,
Good.
screw you, I
Somebody-
want to burn things. Like, no, you're not the only one.
Well,
Mardina really wants to.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That's why.
So she's cool with it. Most of your like your Marangor priestess who's there, and a couple of her Babistergor warriors do as well. So does
The
Harvard.
Mellion's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Harvard does, and so do his followers.
And he has to give up his ignite spell.
Yeah, yeah, all that fire he doesn't have.
I did want to make sure though, if it does, I don't mind giving up ignite, but fire arrow or my shooting star.
No, I checked ahead. It's just ignite. Like setting random plant stuffs on fire, not cool with them. But you can still learn fire magic.
I've been shooting fire magic to protect them all over here too. So
And they're cool with it. It's good for you. All right. Other than that, there's not a lot left. Like there's some minor celebrations and things after the ritual, so they'll feed you and get you on your feet. Anybody who's hurt, they'll heal, and then that's pretty much it. After that's done, like they kind of wind you back out. Like Pinnacle, once you're ready, Pinnacle will lead you guys out again.
but I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, as a lay member, would I be able to find my way back here if I wanted to come back and spend some time?
Not here, but you know as a lay member, you can approach the forest in such a way that you
Okay.
can get the Aldrians to notice you. Like you can get the elves to know you're
Okay.
there and that you're a member. So you can essentially signal the stinking wood as you approach it, and it will respond by sending elves.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
so you know how to do that. Of note, you only know how to do that at the stinking woods. You do not
Okay.
it's an initiate can do that anywhere. Lay members are only their local forest. So if you go
I'm
traveling,
guessing so.
um,
Yeah.
that free training is good for whenever you want to train with them. It's just part of the benefit of being a lay member. It's not a one-time offer. It's a whenever.
Okay. So are we headed back to Glasswall?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're at that point. Is there anything that you guys
the
want
only
to do?
There was only one tangible thing we took away from them, which was 100 lunars total.
From the elves? Yes.
What they pay. And the elves. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, the elves gave you the 100 lunars. You get the 373 lunars plus the armbands from the loot
Right.
plus the helmets and stuff. So you get those things, and then yeah, that's it. So the bigger reward here is becoming a lay member of the cult. Really.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
fine.
yeah.
I'm not even complaining. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
No, for sure. I get it. So yeah, so that's that.
Are they okay?
Mhm.
We can wait till we get back to. I don't remember Glasswall if there's anything we wanted to do there or not,
I don't know. Maybe not.
or were we just going on proud to chur?
Is Glasswall where we got kind of forced the plates before?
Yes,
Glasswall is not exciting for me.
it is just a town. It's not, it's not the center of adventure.
The Humati came up and said, "Hey, you're gonna go join me." I was like, "Okay." We didn't have a choice.
It's true. Yeah,
no.
it's the tribal seat of the Princeros.
Hey, was the wyvern hunt thing this last season? Is
Yes,
that when we did that?
Yes.
we've had some
Sorry, I'm
fairly
just-
big real life gaps between these episodes. So due
No,
to the
that's
holidays.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm adding it to the wiki as we go and shifting stuff around.
No,
'cause I
you're good.
keep the loot up.
You're good. That's cool. So yeah, you'll have a fairly fine return trip to Glasswall and Aldershire. You can engage as you wish or not. You can camp early or something to avoid Glasswall and just go past it if you want. Wouldn't be too difficult.
I was thinking we'd probably head all the way back to the clan, though. I thought about spending fire season in Altura training.
You can. What
But
were you going to train
should
in fire
discuss.
season?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe a spell, maybe skills.
Basic literacy.
That's what I was.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that during like dark season.
That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Soinnarrios, what are you up to? You got a few days
I'm gonna
traveling.
check on Harvard and how they did. Try not to talk about the loon.
But you've experienced one now.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. You
Okay.
get the power up.
Roll orate for me. Or no, I'm sorry. Orate or charm. I would take charm. Like, it's up to you.
I'm gonna roll orate, just because that's the better one. But then I have different results. I'm tempted to
Mhm.
do charm.
Up to you.
That's orate. I succeed.
Nice. And here, for our audience members, we see how characters tend to force specialize themselves as they just use roles they're good at. So they get good at the stuff they're already good at.
I don't want to embarrass myself in front of him and be like, "How you doing?" So
The big thing that happens is that they were fine. They basically just stood in shield wall with their fortifications and held until everybody else did enough damage to force them to withdraw, basically. Like, once they withdrew, your impression is that the Amelians did not cause the highest casualties among the camps, but they held they're also the only quarter that didn't have any, well, your quarter too, like, didn't have any trees catch on fire.
nice.
So they kind of just held the line. And then when things got too bad in other places and the ogres retreated, they're like, yep, that's how you win when you're a Yamelian, right? You just shield wall up and wait. It's tough life for them. So yeah, they held pretty well. What you do accomplish though is just by being like pretty straightforward and talking, you're able to pick topics because your orate is more forceful. So you're just kind of steering the conversation so that you're not having to talk about the
Good.
loon situation much.
That's embarrassing.
It probably would have been better to have just gone like catatonic than have to like run around angry for like 20 minutes.
Like,
So
I think I would be less embarrassed by saying, "Yeah, the loon got me and I froze up."
right.
But no, the loon got me and I chased one of my childhood friends around.
Cousins.
Distant cousin. Friend is more important than ally, so I figured a friend was a good indicator for us.
I'm just saying. I don't know how distant anyone is. I think distant cousins might be like second or third, and our age group of stuff kicks in.
No,
Hey,
it's
I got
probably
a
further
question
than
while
that.
we're
Yeah.
here.
Good.
If the helms and the
Mm-hmm.
copuses,
Goodbye.
Bye.
I
Cool.
didn't know if that was right or not. Okay. Yeah, are those things worth taking back to our clan and giving away, or are they probably something worth just selling?
Not really. I get where you're going with it, but no, not really. They're lighter armor. The copuses aren't something that most people would use, right? They're kind of a lunar weapon.
So just sell them in town for whatever I can get for them, or we take them back and put them in the temple as loot. One of the two.
You could now. I would
They don't seem that worth.
here's what I would say. Okay, you dedicated this service to your goddess, so you should probably take at least a helm and copis back to your temple to commemorate it, because that would be like, a marker of an opponent defeated in the name of the goddess.
But nobody else in our group necessarily wants one of these, do they?
No, composite helms are not valuable as a rule. Like, you're only going to get a few lunars for each one because they're used. And
Gorm could take the one that he almost ripped in half with the sword.
He could take that one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it's worthless except as like scrap bronze, so that would be
fine. Put up on the wall where you killed it. So if I were to sell off the 5 of the helms and 6 of the copas, how much would I end up getting out of that?
Okay, so the helms, we said 5 helms would be worth like 12 lunars. Weapons will be worth a little more, especially because
6 of them. I actually used one of those.
Where's the price?
I mean, I haven't used it, but I carried around on my side. I carried them around on my side, and I've once or twice thought about maybe pulling it and using it.
Right. Hold on. I'm having a little. Unlike with armor, they don't list the weapon cost in the table. You have to go look for it in the descriptions, which is annoying.
I didn't mean to be difficult.
No, you're fine. I should have looked it up ahead of time. I should have known you were gonna loot them.
50.
Yeah. So what? You had 6 of them. Okay, they are not worth 50 lunars apiece. They are worth.
Right. That's fine.
So they're used, and you're selling them to someone who's going to sell them used.
Right.
But they're still probably worth like 70 lunars
between the group.
Maybe 100. Okay. I would call it 100. Yeah, if you get rid of them, they're probably worth like 100-ish as a group. You're basically selling them to someone who's going to resell them back to the lunars in town, essentially, because they're that sort of weapon.
Yep. So that ends up, when we're all done with math, 373 plus 12 plus 100. Oops, almost 1,000. We end up with a nice round 485 lunars.
Hey, look at that.
Good work.
If we split things evenly like a D&D party, I could give 97 each, but we're not doing that. And then, does anybody from our group want the armbands? Those are tangible loot. Well, tangible things that would make sense. Are they nice? Are they? They don't have anything that's kind of chaos.
No, they wouldn't be worth anything if they did.
Nasty. So they're kind of pieces of jewelry, but the type of jewelry that's also just, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't know what you're saying either.
There's something that makes sense. There's something that would make sense for anybody in our group to wear if they wanted to wear them around as something.
Yeah, in theory, if anybody wanted them.
Or should we just sell them off? And can I get 100 out of the 2 of them?
Yeah. Yeah, they're valuable as display pieces, so it's not too hard to sell them to someone who wants them.
Okay.
Ooh, so that's kind of, this is all happening in Aldature, by the way. Like, you're kind of selling things and making contacts with people who want stuff and trading them. Yeah.
So we mostly just end up with cash out of all this, which is
not the worst.
For us. No, just different for us.
Right.
So we have 685 lunars worth of cash. That's actually quite a bit.
It
is. So how do you want to split it?
Figure that out. What do you think, Soinnarrios?
585?
685, because I added in the $100 that the elves paid us now.
Dollars.
So we have 685. Did you say dollars?
You did.
You did.
None for you. I didn't.
Buddy, this is being recorded.
Play back the transcript.
I said dollars because you said dollars. But we're good. You did.
I didn't say dollars. Okay. 685 lunars, and we don't do any of the temple stuff ahead of time.
Right, you'll do that out of your splits because some of you have different obligations. Like Elendor is a member of 2 cults, for instance.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I realized that. You probably told me that before, but I
probably
think of it.
Well, we could just.
I could do 100 each.
At least 185 then. It's 685. Okay. So it'd be 137 each if we divide it evenly.
Yeah, but even splits are for democracies.
Exactly.
I know.
I was thinking about this. This is still pretty generous, I think. Everybody did well, so 125 each. And then I will take the last 60. Is that okay? I might give some of it to you later. But So
What are you saving up
100,
for?
125 lunars each plus 60. The only other thing I thought about is doing 100 each and then actually giving some directly to the clan. Is that considered a thing we would do?
Eh,
Or is that being too generous?
you probably don't
We
need
did
to.
enough. We already
Yeah.
fed them and they got whiny about it. They'd probably get whiny about this too. Okay, so I assigned myself an extra 60 as a war leader, but we can talk about later if you're being a little overly poor there, that rich girl.
Hooey. Okay.
That's right.
And the helm and Kopus
Okay,
go
we've
to
got
the Lorna Temple.
a few minutes left here, so let's talk a little bit. You're able to return. Kathea,
Yes.
you're received by your temple. Obviously, you succeeded, right? You bring back trophies indicating your victory, dedicated to the goddess. So that's pretty cool. You would, at this point, tithe to them or whatever. Actually, having dedicated this as service to the goddess, you might want to be a
Yes.
little more generous with your friends. That way you have less money to give to the temple.
Well, I was gonna take that extra 60 I took and give it
Right.
all to the temple since
That
I
makes sense.
dedicated
Okay,
to the
cool.
goddess.
Makes sense, right? So you're dedicating that stuff to the goddess. So you give them a pile of silver to make silver gear out of. You give them markers of your victory
60
and stuff.
lunars of yep,
Right.
and I give them.
Do you have silvered
Helms and
weapons at
Kopus.
this point?
I do not, but I
Do
could
you
do
want
that.
silvered
That would be
weapons at this
cool.
point?
I would love to have silver weapons.
Okay.
I didn't know if I could afford them up to this point, so I hadn't really thought about it.
We can definitely. One thing that'll come out of this is that some of the silver that you've donated will be used to make a silvered spearhead, right? Since it's a Colt weapon. So you'll have access to that. So what it really does for you is just if you stab something that needs a magical weapon to damage it, it will do that. So werewolves.
Well, plus all the damage then. Isn't it like something like blade sharp? If you strike somebody with it, it's only the blade sharp damage
Right.
that goes through if they're.
Yes. Yeah, if you cast Blade Sharp
silver
2
that
to
does
someone who's like
everything.
shapeshifted with divine spells or a werewolf or something like a Tamori,
Yep.
only the Blade Sharp would do damage. Like, so the Blade Sharp would need to be big enough to overcome whatever their armor is from their skin and any protect they cast or something like that. Whereas if it's silver, yeah, the weapon just does its regular damage to things like that. It's kind of a niche case, but it does come up.
Well, it's symbolic.
Right, plus it looks cool. So there you go.
Exactly.
So your temple will work on that to kind of get that done. Okay, so that happens. So that's cool. Like you get like recognition from your temple and all that stuff happens. So that's cool. Good job.
I also
Everybody-
let them know about my my becoming a lay member of Aldria. Seems
Right, yeah.
important.
They're cool with it.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon. Like there are elves who join the Yolornan cult. You've met
Yep.
them.
We
So,
actually
like, it's not-
have one around that we hung out with before.
So it's cool. So this is fire season. You have the rest of the season
Mhm.
to kind of do what you do around the Tula, right? Like tend to your farm, go on patrol, hang out with people, look at your cows and be like, boy, these cows sure are getting big, or whatever you do. I don't know. I'm not a rancher.
Neither am I
So
yet.
right. I've bucket fed calves and things. I've gone on an actual cattle drive. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. It wasn't a long drive. But it was an actual cattle drive. So I mean, we moved them a couple miles from one pasturage to a different one. So I did have to run. I did accidentally get between a calf and a cow, and I had to run away. So that was fun. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think we have enough time to wrap up our seasonal play stuff here because there's not a lot going on. You just pick some skills and things and roll them. And then maybe while we're doing that, we could talk a little bit about what we want to do in Earth season because I don't have anything planned. Sorry, I don't have anything planned until Earth season of next year. So
Well, I have two things going on right now. We know something. I have it written down somewhere in my notes, but I don't have it right in front of me. Down to the southeast of us is there's undead. I don't know that Kathea, for what we know, would be drawn into it, but it would be interesting for me as a player perspective if something did draw us that direction, whether it's Earth season or not. The other one is I do know that I have the father of somebody I killed in some incidental skirmish at some point that's apparently sworn some sort of oath, I guess. And if we could link the two and send him off on that, that would also be a benefit. I know of that. That's the only things I have.
Okay.
I would think that my cousin might have more director season thingies, so I don't know if they're off too long.
I've got a high holy day,
Oh, yeah.
and I need to bless some animals so I can probably make up for this bad cursed harvest that's coming up.
Whose fault's that anyway?
Fate?
Thank you.
Chance? I don't know. And for some reason, heading to Slave Wall seems interesting. I don't know why.
Where is Slave Wall from us? Is it straight south?
No, Slave Wall is if you look at the map, if you go to Altatura and you follow that trade road, that part that looks like a VAL, yeah, that's Slave Wall. It's kind of northwest of you.
I was also thinking that we've never been to Heron Green or Dangerford, and they're right there.
True.
Crabtown would be cool at some point if we had an excuse, though. Though it's becoming less and less of a good idea as I'm becoming more and more of a elf buddy.
Yeah.
I also, from a purely, I don't know, game world coherency point of view, we would have to have an adventure as such in that month, in that season, too. I mean, we might have one where we're going to be around just basically in the Tula or doing whatever.
Yeah, we do those. Like, not every season needs an adventure, that's true, but like, that's usually kind of true of like dark and storm seasons.
That's true.
So I was wondering if I was just like, well, if we have things to do, like this is your last chance this year to really move around freely. Like,
yep,
before you get snowbound and stuff for a couple seasons. Also of note, the tribal fair this year, which you may or may not wish to attend, is going to be on the Mandarin clan lands.
I mean, I think we need to.
Yeah, I mean, your clan will be attending. I don't know that, you're not.
No, I'm not gonna run away from it.
Fair. Also, Snakepipe Hollow, right over there. Like, just
nope,
right over there.
I'm not high enough level yet.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, something.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, it's something we can
can
discuss.
Okay, what are you gonna do during the rest of fire season, Soinnarrios?
Yeah,
do some wording.
What roles do you make?
Maybe that's a good question. At least I already have my whatchamacallit skill checklist.
Yeah.
That way I don't duplicate.
What do we get to do? Pick 2? Was that it?
It's 4.
4 from your cult and profession skills, but not things you've already done. Like, not things you've gained as part of the adventure.
Okay.
Oh, also for me, check your elf insight. Just put a check in it immediately, and you can put a check in ride just from all the traveling.
So those 4 you said are all going to come from cult and profession. I don't think I have a whole lot of like communication or knowledge skills that fall under that outside of my Yolorna cult. I will probably spend a considerable amount of time at the temple, so I'm going to take a check under my cult lore.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I guess I'll spend time and probably hunting to help supplement food so we have more. So I'm going to take checks in track and hide. Hopefully I can help supplement our food with game. And I need one more. I'm basically down to weapon skills.
You could train spear.
But isn't that those are training? This is the stuff we do as part of our profession.
Right. Yeah. But I mean,
guess
you could pick that.
I guess
as a cult skill or profession skill.
Yeah, I could pick. Okay, I'll do that. Let's see if I can
break the curse.
I didn't do shield because originally I was kind of thinking, well, really my bow is my hunting weapon, but that's all right. Let's do it. We'll assume we'll work with it some because I'm getting that silver spear tip.
Yeah, and you're sparring and training and doing things like that are part of your Thane duties.
So should I go ahead and roll skill checks?
Yeah, go ahead. You guys can resolve your skill checks. We've got time, I think.
Now, if I have a check next to truth illusion, is that effectively rolling against truth? Do those always balance at 100? So I'm basically rolling against truth.
Right, because
and if it goes up, illusion goes down.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to try devotion to Lorna first. This will be hard. Hey, I made it. I rolled a 92.
Woo.
Is it 3 or roll, or is it 4?
3 or roll.
Okay. So I'm better off rolling. Okay.
Soinnarrios, remember that you checked your Earth rune?
Yep.
Okay.
This is making my list of 4.
No, you're
I
good.
was going to do my brewing skill as one of my 4,
Yeah, absolutely.
but I don't know if I ever got a base skill or what it goes underneath. I figured it was a knowledge skill.
I don't want to say something and be wrong. Give me a second. I'll look it up.
I was did not see it in the list.
Start at 5%, probably.
It's not in the core book. That's why you didn't see it. But I can find it. Okay, it's a manipulation skill, like most craft skills. Its base is 10%.
No.
So
Okay.
That's better than I was thinking it'd be. Good. My
So-
dodge went up, but neither of my elemental runes and my ride is still. I'm one short of 90% with bonus. It's hard. I got a 79 in.
So does that mean any beer I brew is a craft beer?
Only if you successfully make it.
I
No
mean,
IPAs though.
yes, because all beer is small batch brewing.
Well, I figure you get IPAs on either a failure or a fumble.
You know, some people like those.
I mean, the fumble result is the worst result, which is throw this away. It's irretrievably disgusting. So yes, you do in fact get IPAs.
These are our personal views and not those of Glorantha or RuneQuest or Chaosium.
But you
Oh, no,
don't
it's
need an
canon
IPA
now.
because we aren't going.
It's canon for this campaign.
Hey, my battle went up, which actually makes a lot of sense. We have a lot of skill checks in this one, by the way.
We did a lot of
It
things.
might have only been one season, but a lot of stuff went on.
Really, just this one thing.
my-
We just used a lot of skills. Like you interact with the elves. You did a bunch of I'm not sure if we can trust these people with the Orlanthi, who you could, and then again with the ogres, who you couldn't. You battle checks, combat checks. There's a lot.
None of my Yolorna stuff is going on.
You've become too worldly.
I'm at like 50%. You know what? I'm like at 50% for a while. I made a bunch of those, so it's probably fair. Nope. No spear.
Oh man. That spear skill is going to be the thing that keeps you from becoming a rune lady.
You know what? But my composite bow goes up.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Well, to be fair, I was at 77% for the base skill before we added in my manipulation bonus and the fact that I'm always boosting it. Not always, but frequently boosting it with both whatever we call them. I get the 20% bonus.
Yeah, passions and runes. Yeah,
passions, and then fairly often speed darts.
How come you wrote battle next to battle instead of check?
I don't know. The first time I added a bonus, I actually dropped my skill because I just put that in the 10 spot but didn't add it to 9.
Nice.
Fixed it.
Oh, man.
I was wondering that myself.
What happened? No, it's cool.
We all knew what I meant.
Yeah, we got you.
Scan. Nope. Track.
Yeah.
Really? I just rolled a critical success for track if I were checking the skill. Yeah, it didn't help.
Soinnarrios, how is it going for you?
So far, the skills I checked have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Except for battle, which was a surprise.
I mean, and
not
to
great.
be fair,
yeah.
you went insane and tried to kill your own side.
And then my earth rune did not increase.
That's not surprising.
I rolled a 78 against an 80. So did I get a POW check because of the loon or not?
Because you succeeded the first time?
Yes.
Yes, that would give you a POW check.
Oh, wow, there you go. So should Elendor.
Yes. And Quorum. Quorum resisted the first time as well.
Okay. Good. Quorum did well for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
we've come up with
men can be competent. How'd the POW check go?
So I succeeded. So I'll take my 1 and go to POW 12.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Good job.
They both failed theirs, unfortunately. Mardina actually has a completely sick POW score. So, I don't know what she's been doing. Yeah, she's got a 17. So.
Oh, wow. Time to buy some divine magic.
Yeah, it's just that it's all Blinker Maya divine magic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but you don't need it frequently.
Speaking of magic.
Yeah.
Go back to, I'd like to spend a good chunk of the rest of fire season in Aldature.
Okay.
Spending some of my well-earned credit learning magic.
Cool.
That's my training, basically. I assume learning a spell is essentially the same as training. Hey, Soinnarrios. Well, actually, either one of you. I want to learn a new spirit magic spell. I think we were talking before. Does demoralize seem like maybe the best direct offensive one to go for? There's demoralize and befuddle. Disruption seems kind of pointless for me since I'm an archer. Only advantage is I get to bypass their armor for the ones that. Any opinions?
Strong ones, right?
Demoralize is.
It seems like the most.
Its effect is less extreme than befuddle, but it's also less likely to get shaken off than befuddle.
Yep.
So it's more steady in that sense, like it does what it does.
Yeah. And a lot of times you can use it just to de-escalate a conflict.
Right. So the next question is, where are you learning this from?
I don't know. That was my question.
Okay, cool.
Is somebody can teach it to me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Could be here. I don't know.
You will usually learn them from a cult.
Yes.
Your cult does not know that spell, so we gotta go
That's right.
looking for a cult that.
I was hoping that we have. Did I ever put on the wiki all the credits, or is it just on my sheet?
No, it's on there. It's on the loot stuff.
Under loot. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, there we go.
so the easiest cult to.
Okay, so would I have to pay cash? I don't have any credit with Ornalda, but we have a local Ornalda temple.
Yeah, let me look. Chalana Arroy does not offer it. Let me look and see if Linkermai does. I doubt that he does.
What
But
about
we'll check.
The Lunars?
The Lunars will teach you any spirit magic from the Cult of the Seven Mothers. They will teach you anything, but none of it's discounted. That doesn't really matter because you're not a member of anything anyways. But yeah, the way it works is that they'll teach you Befuddle and Glamour at normal cult prices. Sorry, let me correct myself because I'm stupid. You're not really. Well, you're a lay member, so you're not even that, are you? You just have credit with them.
I have credit.
Right. You can learn, for the purposes of your credit, we'll treat you as if you were an initiate. So what that means is that you can learn Befuddle and Glamour at normal cult prices, so whatever the spells cost. You can learn any other spirit magic that any member of the cult knows, so like whatever, but it's twice as expensive. So if you want to use your credit...
Do I want Glamour? Do I want Glamour? You mentioned it twice.
It's just on the list. Glamour raises your charisma.
Yeah, there would be times when that'd be useful, but yeah.
True. So I would say you can get Befuddle at normal cost with your credit, or you can get Demoralize at double the cost with your credit.
At double? What would the local Ornalda cult though? Because aren't I considered essentially a lay member of it as a member of my clan temple? Oh no, I don't have my phone down here, so if you hear from them on it, what's our cap right now? Spells. It's not intelligence anymore, is it?
You know if it's intelligence or charisma.
You get to pick between them?
No, I just know it's one of those two without looking it up.
Okay. I can probably limit it. Each point of spirit magic requires 1 point of charisma.
Okay.
We have you back, Nineveh?
Back.
Maybe?
I'm not sure exactly what happened to how we're doing on our recording. So let me look at some things real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, sorry, my internet just crapped itself. Like it just, I don't know, possum gave up. So cool.
We were aware you were gone.
Okay, cool. It should be okay. It shouldn't have hurt anything.
Okay.
So I might have to stitch this and that together, or we might back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But we should still have it.
Well, at least we hopefully have everything where we're actually adventuring.
Looks like.
So
I think we're okay. But we should probably call it here. I'm hotspotting on my phone,
question
and it's going to make things really messed up. So
should we just do this stuff next time, or?
Yeah, or you guys can finish it up. It's not mission critical, like as opposed to like just updating your character sheets and stuff. It's fine, and then we'll just kind of see where we're at.
I have a question on a couple of these spells, though.
Yeah,
if you can answer. I was asking because we do, as part of our being a clan member, we're basically a lay member. Orlanth and Ornalda.
Yes.
Can I still get these basically at cost? So you're telling me it would take 300 lunars of credit to get demoralized through the lunar cult, but I could probably pay 150 lunars to the Ornalda cult, but I'd have to pay actual cash then.
Yes.
If I wanted to learn something like Blade Sharp, then it would cost me 50 lunars per point cash if I were to go like to the Orlanthe, who I believe have it. But if I wanted to go like to the lunars, that'd be
it'd be 100.
100 lunars.
Yeah.
Okay.
100 lunars per point. Yeah.
Do I have time to learn one spell during the season?
A spell takes a week, and given like the travel times and the adventure times and stuff, and needing to devote enough time to what you're doing to get your skill check rolls, you probably can learn one spell.
Okay.
You can also pick up Cult
Soinnarrios.
Spirit Magic at High Holy Days or Seasonal Holy Days. So if you want to learn those spells, you can do them
I don't remember what
as part of that.
Spells are.
I hear you. I'm just saying, like, it applies for
Yep.
Ronaldo as well, or for Soinnarrios as well.
That's what I think I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do that, and then is that going to basically be my only other thing during fire season, or do we have
pretty much. Yeah,
that's kind of my training montage.
Yep. So you'll learn a spell, and there you go.
What do you think, Soinnarrios? You got an opinion?
Go with Demoralize.
I think so. Should I just go spend the credit from the lunars? It costs me more than if I learned it through Arnalda, but through Arnalda I'd have to pay 150 cash. Otherwise, I'll go use 300 of our credit with the lunars.
What are you saving cash for? I'm just curious.
Nothing. Should I spend cash and be done? And that way we keep it in our clan?
Yeah.
I got plenty. Might as well spend it. Should I spend it there?
Because what we could do is kind of use that lunar credit as a way to just get cash from them. Says the one who has the highest standard of living.
Right.
Well,
cool. So
let's take Demoralized. I'm done now with this. I'll shut up.
Nope. You're good. You learn Demoralize. That's good. Unless we have anything to immediately address, we're pretty well over time now. So let's wrap it here, and we will return next time and see what Earth Season has in store for us. Sound good?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.